How much money should I save in my 20s? If you've asked this question, you're not alone. A lot of 20s are asking, how much money should I have in the bank account? I'm going to show you today why saving might keep you broke. Hey there, my name is Mike Fritz. I'm the founder of Titanium Capital Investments in the multifamily CEO system. My greatest passion is helping people just like you create financial freedom with multifamily real estate investing. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 things you should be doing instead of saving money that'll help you earn a lot more and create financial freedom. And stick around to the end because I have a free gift for you that will help you see how to get into real estate quickly and with none of your own money. When thinking about money, you have to start thinking differently with a different mindset about what money is actually for. A lot of times, savings flows from a scarcity mindset versus an earning mindset. A lot of times, people save, quote unquote, for a rainy day. Well, when you are in the process of expecting rainy days and preparing for rainy days, it taints your ability to think about how to grow so rainy days don't ever hit you anyway. It would be the difference of saving up money so a rainy day came and you could fix the water that got through your roof versus earning enough money so you could put a roof on that would never leak. Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, one of the most successful real estate books ever written, said this: you cannot save your way to wealth. You have to earn your way there. And that's the power of understanding a savings account. Understanding what money is actually for changes the way we think about money. Money is actually not to hold on to. Money is to strategically place so it grows and multiplies itself. But the truth is, most of us aren't taught this. We're taught to save rather than invest, or taught to invest after we already have a savings. Well, if you invest after you have a savings, a lot of the rhythm of our spending will never let us get to investing, and that's why we have so many people entering retirement, living on Social Security alone, and really not having enough money to enjoy a lifestyle in the retirement years. And I want to shift that perspective by giving you 3 different things you can do rather than savings that'll start to ramp up your financial freedom and really prepare you to earn some money. The number 1 thing you want to do is simply create an ER fund. Instead of a savings account, I just want you to have a little bit of a backup fund. And a backup fund is 3 to 6 months of expenses parked into an account just in case something happens so you can cover whatever you need to. If you hit a month where your phone breaks and you have to buy a new phone and you use your phone for work or whatever that is, make sure you just have a little bit of a backup fund. So here's the thing. A lot of people think of savings account. I just think of an ER fund. Let's put a little bit of money into a fund, and then after we hit that number, let's stop putting into it and let's start investing everything on top of our expenses. Because again, we need to have something, a little padding, but we don't want a huge padding of money in an account that's not going to make us any more money. And let me tell you, the more you invest in cash producing assets, and I'm telling you, you should invest in real estate. I invest in essentially real estate alone because it cash produces. The more cash producing assets in real estate you have, the less ER fund you actually need. So even if you do have that 3 to 6 months, as your income grows, you don't really need that ER fund anymore because you have enough money coming in every month to fix anything that comes up. So an ER fund is actually something to start with, and as you continue to grow your investments and it's cash producing, you can actually eliminate that fund. So when people ask me how much do I have in my savings account, I actually tell them 0. I don't have a savings account. I actually don't believe in a savings account. I actually believe in an investment account because my goal is to invest as much as possible to create cash producing real estate. So if my house burned down, guess what? My real estate would still keep me afloat until I figured out what I was going to do because that's how we've set it up. My wife and I have been very strategic and disciplined about focusing on real estate alone. Savings account come from a rainy day mindset, a scarcity mindset. Investment comes from an offensive mindset and a multiplication mindset, saying, listen, I'm going to keep multiplying this money as fast as I can, and then the rainy days that come, my roof just sheds the rain and I never feel it. Which leads me to the second thing you should be doing instead of piling your money into a savings account, and that is buying cash producing real estate. Now, there's a couple different forms of cash producing real estate you can invest in. My very favorite is multifamily. I think it's the strongest asset in real estate. It's the most predictable, and it serves the greatest amount of people because it has housing. It's a necessity for people. So when we have people who foreclose on their home, it creates more renters. So even in an economic crash, when often we see a lot more people losing their homes because they're losing their jobs, they come to rent. And that's when we can provide rentals because multifamily is exactly that. It's housing for people. So multifamily real estate is my very favorite cash producing asset to invest in. But there are also some other buy and hold assets that are really good investments. Mobile home parks. Now, mobile home parks are a little bit harder to invest in because they tend to have a little bit more moving pieces than multifamily. Mobile home parks are set up on the premise that you are selling the house to the person who's living in it, but you own the strip of land. So even after they pay off that house, you're still charging them a lot fee to keep that home parked there. So you're going to earn money on lot fees forever. It's kind of the condo model. Even when the condo's paid off, they still pay an association fee. Same kind of thing. So mobile home parks are another good investment. Storage units are a great investment. You can even invest in single family homes and use them as rental property. The problem with single family homes is they're either 100% occupied or 100% vacant. So if somebody moves out, you're footing that bill until you get somebody else in. Another reason I love multifamily real estate, you don't have to worry about that. Cash producing real estate is the best thing you can do with your money. So when people ask me, do I have a savings account? I don't park my money in a bank account. I park my money in a real estate account, meaning I park my money in housing. I park my money in multifamily. That's where my money's kept. Instead of keeping it in savings, I keep it there. Why? Because it spits money out every single month, and my money is still parked in that asset. That's a powerful thing to do instead of just piling up a savings account. Before I go on to the last thing you should be doing instead of a savings account, make sure you smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. Join our family of real estate investors that are creating financial freedom through multifamily real estate. Also, make sure you hit that bell notification, turn that on so you get notified every time we put out a video, which is every single weekday. And there's a lot of content on our channel that I've been shooting about investing money in your 20s. Make sure you go through that content. It's literally an education for you in your 20s of how to manage your money. And the third thing you should be doing instead of parking your money into a savings account is get a side hustle. Park your money into a side hustle. For example, there's a lot of side hustles that you can do that take a little bit of money to start up. If you're going to start driving for Uber or Lyft, you might have to buy a little bit better car. If you're going to start selling stuff online, you might have to take a little bit of money and buy things in order to resell them. The idea is use that cash, park it in something that you can resell or create into a side hustle where you can keep earning money. So to me, I want to make sure you understand, I'm not anti-savings account, I'm 100% anti-savings account. And here's why. Because parking my money over here does me no good because it doesn't create more. In fact, in an economy where the dollar is continually going down in value, that means parking it in a savings account, it's losing value. Any cash uninvested is losing value every day. That's why we want to get it in something that appreciates and consistently goes up in value. But also into a side hustle. A side hustle is a powerful place to place your money, invest your money in a place where you can make money back on that money just through your effort. So if you have a job, a 9 to 5, invest in something you can do on the nights and weekends or a few nights a week where you can earn a little bit more money so you can see more money come into your bank account. And again, what would I do with that? Put it in my bank account? No, I want to put it into real estate. I want to put it into something that's going to be cash producing. I also want to give you a free gift today, and it's a free 60-minute masterclass on how to bust into the multifamily market. It's one of the most powerful trainings I've put together to help you go from wherever you are to your first piece of real estate in 10 weeks or less. By the way, even if you don't have any capital, I teach you how to find it. So go down in the description to the link freemultifamilymasterclass.com. Click that link, come and join the training because I want to see you get into some cash producing real estate and ditch that savings account.